This one's for Siobhan from proud Ballyragged, but is currently exiled in Cabinteely, County Dublin. All right. If you ever go to Dublin town in 100 years or so, inquire for me in Bagot Street and what I was like to know. He was a queer one, full little Dido. He was a queer one, and I'll tell you. Me grandmother knew him well. He asked her to come and call on him in his little flat, and she giggled at the thought of the young girl's lovely fall. He was dangerous, full little Dido. He was dangerous, and I'll tell you. On Pembroke Road, look out for me ghost, dishevelled with shoes untied, playing through the railings with the little children whose children have long since died. He was a nice man, full little Dido. He was a nice man, and I'll tell you. Go into a pub and listen well, if me voice still echoes there, and ask the men what their grandsires thought, and tell them to answer fair. He was eccentric, full little Dido. He was eccentric, and I'll tell you. And he had the knack of making men feel as small as they really were, which meant it was great as God made them, but as males they disliked his hair. He was a proud one, full little Dido. He was a proud one, and I'll tell you. If you ever go to Dublin town in 100 years or so, sniff for my personality is in vanity's vapour now. He was a vain one, full little Dido. He was a vain one, and I'll tell you. I saw his name with 100 books in a book in the library. It said he had never fully achieved his potentiality. He was slothful, full little Dido. He was slothful, and I'll tell you. I knew the posterity had no use, and he knew it well. It's good for nothing, just for the soul. The lines to speak, the passion's heart, the spirit lives alone. He was a lone one, full little Dido. He was a lone one, and I'll tell you. He was a lone one, full little Dido. He was a lone one, and I'll tell you. He was a lone one, full little Dido. He was a lone one, and I'll tell you. But he lived happily. Again, for Siobhan, and for Patrick Kavanagh.